So let me get this straight. Scottie Pippen is wrong. How'd that work? Let's get it.
You said you dreamt that we'd grow together.
We had our time together. I have to let you go.
Ever since I was a kid, I fell in love with this shit. I've been grinding for some years just to get in this bitch. Watch out for the industry, deliver them hits. Then be in LA trying to find a girl that drink hadn't hit. Damn, I ain't mean to spill the tea. I took a journey on the toll road. I had to pay the fee. Your mother fed.
What's good, and welcome to the latest edition of Chop It Up with Renzo. And let's get right into it. Now, recently, Scottie Pippen released an excerpt from his upcoming book. A lot of people have not been waiting on this. I know this because I was on boxing the other day and I said, I can't wait to read it. And someone responded to me with a bunch of laughs and implied that it was going to be a bunch of lies in this book. Now, what he's referring to is something that I'm going to break down in a very different way, a way that you might not expect. So we're going to start off talking about the Scottie Pippen versus Michael Jordan situation. We're talking about Kevin Love and LeBron James. Now, those of you that know me, especially in my college years, knew that I loved Kevin Love. Why did I love Kevin Love? Because I was short and fat when I was a kid. Yeah, I was definitely short and chubby little guy. And, you know, I just fell in love with the chubby athlete, the chubby basketball player, the Khalid Alamines that of UConn and people like that. And Kevin Love was definitely one of those guys when he was at UCLA. If you don't believe me, like I said, legitimate Kevin Love fan who still got this shit on PlayStation 3. Not many, but I digress. When Kevin Love, the great Minnesota Timberwolf, ended up in Cleveland with LeBron, I was afraid for him because I knew that he was going to have to take a back seat to how LeBron played basketball. I knew that he was going to have to take a back seat to LeBron's personality and all the things that came with playing with LeBron. And Kevin Love, we're talking about a double-double monster. We're talking about 23 and 15 all the damn time. And I saw how off the court stuff and sometimes on the court stuff just ran this man just slap crazy, man. Like it was unreal what was going on. And since I'm a LeBron stan, I was really caught between a rock and a hard place because here I am, a LeBron apologist and a Kevin Love fan. It's just like, yo, what happens when the immovable, unstoppable force meets the immovable object? You know, I was in one of those kinds of predicaments. And I remember this one particular time where Kevin Love really had to take some time off to get his head right. And LeBron James was sending tweets out like, stop trying to fit out and just fit in. And quite honestly, that's some bullshit. Why don't you focus on basketball and let me focus on the rest of the stuff if I'm Kevin Love? That's what I would be thinking. So here was one of these things where you have this player who is individually great, individually good at basketball, playing with someone that is considered an all-time great. So you're going to get that kind of dynamic. Now, as a Kevin Love fan, I could see that Kevin Love was in a weird position. Kevin Love knew he was in a weird position. Fans of LeBron, not like myself, they didn't give a shit. They could care less, or they couldn't care less at all, for real. Now, fast forward to this Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen deal. Now, of course, some of you, those of you in the know, have already read what's been written. And in a nutshell, he basically said Michael Jordan is condescending as hell. Michael Jordan dropped The Last Dance just to basically tell LeBron James fans that he was better than LeBron James. And I felt that shit myself. Like I just said, as a LeBron James fan, I felt that same way. I felt that I'm watching this content just trying to tell me or remind me that Michael Jordan was a great basketball player. I remember that. But they did it at the expense of everyone that was a part of that organization. It wasn't really a lot of glowing things said about anyone other than Michael Jordan, and that is to be expected because it is about Michael Jordan. The issue with that is that Michael Jordan had final say on the product. He allowed these narratives to be created around people like Scottie Pippen, around people like Dennis Rodman and stuff like that. He allowed for that because he had final say. Bro, everything that Scottie Pippen talked about, everything that he said he felt is real. It didn't happen to you. Jordan wasn't doing it to you. Jordan wasn't making you feel like that. Jordan wasn't making you eat this or eat that. It was happening to him. Everything he's talking about is his perspective. And for you to say that someone's perspective of something that happened to them is wrong is asinine to me. You can disagree with it, but to say that shit is stupid and crazy, it just really doesn't make any sense. You don't have to accept it. Just try to understand a little bit. Put yourself in Scottie Pippen's situation. Not only did we learn about Scottie Pippen as a basketball player through that, we learned about Scottie Pippen as a person through that, how he does business through that. A lot of that shit was negative, bro. And Michael Jordan left that in there. If that's your boy, you rock with your boy. Unless you really feel like you Gladys Knight and the Pips. No pun intended. I agree with everything that Scottie Pippen said because that's Scottie Pippen's truth. It's not your truth. You know that Michael Jordan is an asshole. We talk about Michael Jordan being an asshole all the time. We laugh at rappers who talk about Michael Jordan being an asshole. Like that time Chameleon tried to get a picture with him and he said, no niggas. We talk about this stuff. How can you not accept that this guy is fucked up to that extent? Because it's not about basketball for real. It's about his willpower. It's about his attitude. It's about him being a team player. It's about all that stuff. Because the truth be told, Michael Jordan doesn't win those championships without Scottie Pippen. Is Scottie Pippen without Michael Jordan? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. That's not for us to say. But we can say they had each other and they won together. But as years pass, on and on and on and on, it only looks like there was one winner in Chicago, and that just happened to be Michael Jordan. Damn that defense that Scottie Pippen played all those 6 championships, man. Damn those loose balls that Dennis Rodman was getting. Damn that defense that Dennis Rodman played on Karl Malone. We act like it was Jordan all by himself. And the reason why we do that is because we actively see today LeBron searching for help for wins. Think about that shit for a second. That's all I got on that one, man. Until next time, peace.